What's going on, people? Back for another episode. Louis, why the hell you pixelated like that, bro? Yo, Lou. What the fuck's wrong with this man? Yo, welcome to another episode of Footy Talk. Happy Independence Day, Algeria. I don't know what the hell's going on with Louis' flipping Wi-Fi. He can't hear me either. I don't know what's going on, but happy Independence Day to the Algerian gang. You get me? One of my goalkeepers are Algerian. Got a couple of Algerian friends still, so big up you, man. You know them ones. Come on, life is good, bruv. Man's dressed in camo. I'm ready for these pagans today. I'm here, fam. You know, like that. Let me holler at Lou quickly to see what the hell's going on with his thing, bro, because he's moving a bit mad right now. Bro, we're live. You couldn't hear me and your camera's looking all pixelated, fam. I can't lie. You need to pattern that up. But yeah, man. What you man telling me, though? What you man telling me? Big up everyone inside. Hey, Luke, can you hear me, bro? Yeah, your thing's smelly right now. Do you know what I'm saying? Nah. Big up you, man. Big up everyone. You already know. Listen, king business, gang business. I big up the army, brother. You man already know. It's always love. Big up everyone, yeah. Big up everyone that sent me the positive messages and all that, man. I love all of you lot. You already know. Do you know what I'm saying? It's gang business. Do you know what I mean? We built a solid community. Do you know what I mean here? And I know you man got me. That's why I'm not really worried about this Twitter thing. You know them ones. Lou.
Well, can you hear me now? I'm better.
I can hear you now, you flipping spanner, bruv. What are you saying? How you doing, bruv?
I had the sound and everything, nothing, didn't hear anything. So I started literally just checking emails while we were waiting. But and checking Twitter. What I have no idea what's happened. Because you know I'm not down.
Welcome, yeah. Welcome. All I'm saying is, yeah, I love you lot as well, man. Come on, G. Happy independence to the Algerian gang. Apparently, I was trending on Twitter last night. I don't have the Twitter app on my phone. So I didn't see it. Someone sent me a screenshot of some video that had been doctored from like a couple weeks ago from the stream that I'd done with Lee Gunner in it, and then they put Goldfish in the top, yeah, crying or something like that. And you know what's mad, yeah? You see me. I do not mind people, bruv. You can hate me. You know them ones. You cannot like me. You cannot like my opinions. All of that. That's fine. But do not lie on me. Do not tell lies on my name. You know, like that. Because you see me, yeah? And Louis knows this. We are in an industry full of fakes. Full of fakes, bro. And bruv, I'm one of the realest to ever do this thing, bro.
Mm-hmm.
That's just how it is. What you see is what you get with me. I'm a genuine guy. If I fuck with you, I'll fight for you, blood. You man have seen it already. Like, that's how I am. I'm a loyal guy. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's what it is, bro. Like, I help everyone and I want nothing for it. These man all know they can holler at me if they need anything. I do a lot of things behind the scenes for charity and stuff like that I don't shout about, I don't post about, and other people don't talk about it as well, because guess what? All the good stuff is not interesting. You know them ones. When I'm in fight camp and I'm raising money for the homeless people that look nothing like me, by the way, because we're only 3% of this country. When I'm doing my homeless, doing my little homeless runs every year, the homeless people I'm giving care packages don't look like me. So this myth that I'm racist, yeah, even though it's not actually possible, yeah, and my favorite English player is behind me who's white. Do you know what I mean? Man also called me a Rashford hater who happens to be black, but I'm racist. So none of that makes sense anyway, but cool. You know, like that. Louis is my guy. He don't look like me. James is my guy. He don't look like me. I'm
modeling my beard on you. What are you talking about?
A little bit. A little bit. The beard needs work, though. It needs work, though.
I know it does.
The beard needs work. Like, this bit's not really connecting right now, but I hear you. The beard needs work. James is my guy. Sent him a microphone. You lot know that. Do you know what I mean? To help his channel improve. Never met James in real life, but I like him. Brought him on my channel. James is doing well. Statman's my G. Statman is, I think is he Bengali or something, or Punjabi or something? I don't know, but that's my bro, my young bro. Never met Statman in real life. Brought him on my channel. He didn't have a channel. Helping to build his channel. Told him I'm gonna buy him some lights for his studio. Again, don't have to do that. We done the Papa John stream. I got my money. I got my sponsorship. I still sent him food. I didn't need to do that. I could have just eaten my pizza. But I said, no, I'm on stream with Statman, so make sure Statman gets food too. Because that's the kind of guy I am. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm a genuine good guy in an industry full of scumbags. So because that's how it is, yeah, like I don't play games, innit? When my man was crying, and rest in peace to whoever died, little boy, little girl, I don't know who it was because I had no prior knowledge of any of this. I simply said it's super convenient that the day after Flex has announced that he's left the United Stand and Goldbridge is getting abused from all angles because now everyone's starting to see what he's really like because everyone's left. The next day, a video surfaces of him crying. That's all I said. I said it's very convenient. Like, I'm not buying it because I'm not. Do you know what I'm saying? Because I'm not. And I'm not apologizing for not buying it either. Because you see me, yeah, I know this guy personally for 2 years. A lot of people in the YouTube world think because they watch you that they know you as a person and they know your morals and they know whatever. No, like more times they only see that you only know what they show you in front of the camera. You know this better than others because you've been screwed over by a few people in this industry. Do you know what I'm saying? You have. So, do you know what I mean? This is the same guy that has rang me, yeah? Not only did I work on the channel for a couple of years, put a lot into it, didn't get a proper send-off or an acknowledgement or whatever, cool. The same guy that I've spoken to on the phone said to me, yo, like, doors always open for you. I can see you're doing well. Like, I still check on your streams and that your numbers are better than so and so and so. But then at the same time, trying to sabotage me behind my back and tell people that they can't work with me, like Ricky. That's the reason why you saw Ricky on my channel once and never saw him again because he was told he can't. Do you know what I mean? So stuff like that goes on behind the scenes where people are smiling in your face and then trying to put a sword in your back, yeah? This is the reason why I said, listen, the brother's crying, the timing's super convenient, and I don't buy it. I didn't know why he was crying. So don't try and weaponize the death of an innocent person, yeah, to try and slander me. Don't do it. Do you know what I mean? I don't mind you not liking me, bro. Your opinions, if you don't like me, are very irrelevant to me. Like, I was trending #2 in England, in the UK yesterday on Twitter, and guess what? I was on 60K when I went to sleep, and I'm still on that. So the whole cancelling thing, it hasn't happened, mate. Do you know what I mean? It hasn't happened because the people that actually support me know what I'm about, innit? The people that don't support me and try and slander me, you can't cancel me because you've never supported me. How can you take a brick away from my house that you didn't put down in the first place? You didn't build me, so you can't break me. So you're just wasting your time. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't mind if you don't like my opinions, but do not lie on me, I beg. That's all I beg. Don't lie on me. Don't lie. Because I'm not the kind of person to know that somebody's died and make fun of it, bro. Like, anyone that knows or has watched anything that I do knows that I'm not that kind of guy.
Well, you're not that kind of guy, full stop. So I
Bro.
don't know. I mean, this is the first I'm hearing about any of this. So I'm
Bro, that's not who I am, bro. I'm one of the most genuine guys in this whole fucking industry full of snakes and fakes, bro. And I'll tell you what, most of your favorite YouTubers that you think are cool are punks, bruv. You know them ones there, and they're fake. And there's bare people in this industry working together that don't even like each other because of clout, bruv. Because this is the industry we're in. Whereas me, I'm not working with someone I don't like them.
I'm the same. The amount of stories I could tell, the amount of stories you and I could tell,
bro. But I'm not gonna do that because this isn't the chatty patty podcast, you know, like that. So yeah, exactly. I'm not here for all that.
No.
You know them ones there. So don't do me a favor with the lies in it. Man didn't know that anyone passed away. as I said, rest in peace to whoever that boy or girl is, because I have no idea who that is. Do you know what I'm saying? But all I know is that that guy's a liar, and he's a known compulsive liar. So anything he does straight away, I'm not gonna believe it. And I have plenty of reasons to feel that way. And also, I find it very strange that this thing was about 2-3 weeks ago, and all of a sudden it's being clipped up now. And I know that it's got his fingerprints all over it, because this isn't the first time he's done something like this to somebody. Not me, someone else that I know. But he's done this before. So I know that he's behind this. So it's fine. But, do you know what I'm saying? Boy, my ancestors are watching over me, brother. You'll get what's coming to him, bro. I don't even need to really react to, man. I'll carry on winning. When the hate don't work, they start telling lies. All that hate, these men were trying to hate on me, and they're still seeing me successful. Seeing man getting posted on Twitch by the Twitch account, verified on Twitch. All 4 of my accounts are verified. It's upsetting, man, bro. That's all it is. The success is hurting, bro. It's hurting man's feelings, bro. Like, Twitter's a place full of people that are sad in real life, and they find courage in ganging up on people, bro. Like, I love my life, my real life. That's why I'm not on Twitter, because as soon as I switch this camera off, I'm happy. I can sleep at night. I'm happy with who I am. I'm happy with the people around me. I'm happy with who I am. Bruv, most of these men are not happy in their own skin. That's why they're trying to sabotage man. Who sits down and talks about a man for a whole 12 hours, a man that they've never met, trying to cancel them, bruv? You got nothing better to do with all that time. If you put all that energy into being something, you might be where I am. Like, what are you doing? It's a proper misdirected application of your energy. Like, put your energy elsewhere. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, man saying Johnny as well. Johnny never met the guy. Good guy. They don't like Johnny either, because he speaks his mind. Hodge is Iraqi. Do you know what I mean, bro? Lee Gunner, bro, Turkish. Look at the amount of different people that man work with, and then man try to play the race card with me.
I had the same thing,
that, bro.
I remember I had someone say that I was because we were in a meeting and those people shouldn't have been in the meeting, and you know, they were just brought along, and I kept trying to butt in, and I politely told them it's none of their business and don't care about their opinion because it's none of their concern, and I got called a racist for that. That was funny. And a sexist. That was fun.
Bro, this is what happens, Lou, bro. Like, these men trying to rub you out, bro. Do you know what I mean? And that's what these people try and do, innit? And it's always the genuine people that they try and make villains out of. Meanwhile, we've got real life villains that are screwing people over, yeah, and they're trying to make heroes about them. Allow it, bro. I do too much for my community, bro. I work with my local council. You man see my football team. Most of these boys are local boys from my area that have, some of them have been in prison. Do you know what I mean? Some of them have been in gang situations that they're no longer in. A man takes them out, and I'm going to take them around Europe to play ball and do proper things with them and take them to places they would never have access to. Do you know what I'm saying? So I do a lot of stuff. Do you know what I'm saying? Whether it's helping to build podcasts and studios and stuff like that in the local community places where these guys can go and make their podcasts and do their YouTube and that. I do all these things behind the scenes, and I don't shout about it. And I never need to.
Rants is the reason that I'm still here, by the way. Like, when I don't mean I was suicidal. I mean, Rants is the reason that I'm still making, one of the big reasons I'm still making content. One of the big reasons that, you know, he's so supportive of everything that I do. So people that are fucking shitting him, I'm doing this barber thing, right? First, yeah. I've got a concept I want to do, right? And I shout Rants, what do you think? And he's straight with me. I was like, let's do this. The man is so supportive. I don't understand why people are shitting on you, man. Because, you know, you're such a good guy. I don't get it.
Bruv, listen. At the end of the day, you know what it is with me, yeah? I'm just unapologetically myself, and they don't like it, bro. That's what it is, man. This country don't like people that look like me anyway. And if they do, then they like you conditionally, as long as you play ball and you say the right things and you do the right things. As long as you say something wrong, yeah, or you do something wrong, or you do something they don't agree with, them man want to try to cancel you. You saw it with Mason Greenwood. You know what I mean? He was star boy, and now all of a sudden he's got a bad attitude, and now England just kind of trying to freeze man out, bruv. But Phil Foden's thriving. Do you know what I mean? You seen the articles about Calvin Phillips, his mum and dad and that, talking about his dad's in prison and that. What's that got to do with him playing football?
That was ridiculous. So, and it was when Bukayo Saka bought his new house.
Bro, Bukayo Saka bought a house. Sky Sports posted Raheem Sterling gives England a spark, but it's the sight of Harry Kane firing which really ignited England's Euro 2020 campaign. Raheem Sterling scored 3 and 4 for England and got assist in that game, but you're talking about Harry Kane. But it's all in my head, though. I'm making this all up. Allow it, bro. You know, like that. You know, come on, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? So, you know what? I don't care. Legit, I do not care, innit? But do not lie on me, bro. Don't lie on me. You can try and cancel me all you want. You can hate my opinions. You can hate everything, but do not lie on me, bro. I will not. That's the one thing that's annoyed me. I don't care about these men not liking me, but do not lie on me. I beg you. Do you know what I'm saying? Don't lie. Because I do too many good things. And because I know I'm a good person, I'm not worried about any of this. I'm not worried about it, but don't fucking lie on me. That's just what it is. You know, like that. So I don't have a Twitter app on my phone. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't have the Twitter app on my phone. So I haven't even seen the video. But you, man, already know it's lies. Do you know what I mean? Don't be trying to weaponize the death of an innocent child. Do you know what I'm saying? To try and use it against me. An innocent child that I didn't even know and had passed, bro. Don't do that. It's disgusting. It's actually disgusting. Do you know what I'm saying? It's actually disgusting, bro. And we live in a world right now. We live in a world right now where a little kid crying on TV, them man are raising 20 bags for it. But then when they're dropping bombs on people and that, no one ain't got no money to help. But then people want to say something to me. Is man all right, bruv?
I don't like it when people say stuff just for the sake of clout as well. And they're like,
bruv, it's crazy.
The amount of people from within the community and stuff. It's just like,
Louis, you're a real one. You already told them, yeah? Like, when you're saying I'm one of the reasons why you're still making content and you're still here. Like, and the thing is, bro, you man have seen on my live streams, bro, I've had people reach out to me that are suicidal and that, and I've spoken to them. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm someone who interacts deeply with my community. I don't just read super chats. I interact with everyone, and that's why these men can't cancel me, bro. That's why they can't cancel me, bro, because I have a real community, bro. Like, I ain't got bare fake followers, bro.
Work rate. That's the thing. That's my favorite thing about this whole thing. People, it is a fun fact for people that like, you know, YouTube and all that sort of stuff. If you want to see how people are working, don't look at the subscriber count. Don't look at the subscriber count. Look at the views and the retention rates, because there are so many people that solely look at vanity metrics and try and make it out that there's some big deal, right? For me, you look at smaller audiences, and sort of look at how much is retained. So, for example, my channel at the minute, obviously I've not uploaded for a while. Doesn't help when I don't do that. My retention rate isn't great because I've not been doing it. Look at Rants. Look at Rants' retention rates. Look at the views to subscribers. That's all I'm going to say. That's all you need to look at. 20% is the magic number. That's. I know people like to learn things when I'm on stream, so I'll just teach them that now. 20% is the magic number. If you are hitting 20% of your subs to views, so for example, 1,000 subscribers, 200 views, you're smashing it, and it keeps it going. It keeps it going. Check out those metrics. People who get, you know, millions of subscribers, credit to them, fantastic. Work really hard, did a good job, well, whatever they do. But check out the sustainability. But more importantly, if you just want to make videos or you just want to do stuff, if there are people that just want to look at YouTube or do whatever and you just want to have a go, do what you like. And if it comes, it comes. If it doesn't, it doesn't.
Yeah.
Me and Rants are very lucky to be able to be sat here and be well, I feel like I'm being a little bit preachy, but I don't mean to be. But we're able to sit here and say what we do.
Nah, bro, say what you need to say, bro. This is a real channel, and then after that, do you know what I'm saying? We'll talk football, blood. But nah, bro, say what you want to say, my guy.
Yeah, it's like just just got to do you do you, whatever it is. So I don't know what's happened. I don't I'm not getting involved. Just say you just got everyone as someone who has been shafted in this industry by quite big people and people that I helped build myself and then went on to lie or push his power, all that sort of shit. It's it's bollocks. But at the end of the day, I'm in a position now where personally I'm a lot happier. I know Rants is a lot happier. And to be honest, in the grand scheme of things, if you're happy with your life, it doesn't fucking matter. I've just moved into a new flat, about to start a barber course, and I'm building a new set.
That's what I'm saying, brother. And I got your back, blood. You know what I'm saying? So, like, it is what it is.
You're coming for the pasta, son, yes?
100. 100. Like that. So, yeah, bro, like, it's all good. Do you know what I'm saying? We all, listen, mad love to everyone, innit? Because you know what's funny, yeah? You'll see all this nonsense online and you'll think that man don't have a cult following. You know the amount of positive messages that I get every single day, and a man see a few negative things and they think, oh, Rants, I hope you're all right, bro. I literally get so many positive interactions every single day, bruv, that when I get negative ones, it doesn't really bother me. The only thing that bothered me about this year was because man are lying on me. Don't lie on me. If you can cuss me off till the cows come home and say I don't know anything about football and all these, bruv, call me that. Call me racist or whatever. That doesn't bother me. But do not try and use the death of someone who I didn't even know died and weaponize that to try and assassinate my character. Stop lying on me, innit? Don't lie. That's all I care about. Everything else, I don't care, innit? Everything else, talk your shit. Don't really care. You know, like that, because bruv, I live in a country, yeah, where, bruv, more times man that look like me ain't really successful, bruv, and I'm doing well. And I'm doing well on my own terms. I'm not kissing no one's ass, bro. So clearly I must be good, innit? So, is what it is. Like, man can't get rid of me just like that. That's not how this thing works. So keep trying, innit? It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. But do not lie on my name. I didn't know anyone passed away. I know that this guy is not a genuine person and a liar because I've experienced it. And many people that have left that channel have experienced it as well. I simply said the timing of this crying video is super convenient after he was getting smoke online after Flex left and people were starting to kind of see maybe he's the problem. And then conveniently the video, he's crying the next day. I never said nothing about no one dying. So do not try flip it. The thing was solely based on the fact that this guy's a compulsive liar. And I know for a fact he's a compulsive liar. So with that said, the fact that as soon as man mentioned him, yeah, this thing happened, I know that he's behind it, but it's fine. Because the universe is looking over, man. So it is what it is. I don't need to wish bad on people. Anyone that's sad enough to try and do that to someone else, they already hate their life. So I leave them in the dark place that they're in, bro. I'm happy. I'm positive, guys. I love my life. I'm in a very good place. And I'm not just saying it for the internet. I'm genuinely happy in it. And these men that are talking about me are not happy. So all I can say is pray for them.
You've come a long way, mate.
Yeah, all I can say is pray for these people, bruv. Pray for them because they're in a bad place. They're in a very bad place, man. You know what I'm saying? And I'm in a great place. So big up everyone here that supports me. Do you know what I'm saying? That messages me every day and tells me how much they enjoy my content. People that message me, even today, people message me. They saw that I wasn't live at 1. They're like, Rants, no show today. Man, actually wake up and look for me, bro, every day. So I love and appreciate every single one of you, man. Do you know what I mean? And that's just what it is. So you see them other men that want to chat shit, let them talk, but do not lie on me. Don't lie on me, innit? So big up everyone. You see these pussios? They won't clip this though. You know them ones. And I'm not on Twitter. Do you know what I mean? So it's one of them ones where if you man want to clip this and put this out there, because Bear Man messaging me saying, oh, Rants, man was defending you today and that. Bro, listen. If it's one of them ones where You want to clip something and put it out there, put it out there. But bro, I'm not tweeting nothing because I'm not on Twitter. What I said was said on YouTube. They've clipped it and put it on Twitter. I don't owe no one an apology. I don't owe no one on Twitter an explanation because I never said it on Twitter. You know, like that. So everyone here that wants to know Wagwan, then it's calm, innit? If they don't, I do not give a flying. That's how I feel, innit? So with all that in mind, big up everyone in here. Mad love as usual. Let's talk about football.
I love the fit. Right, what should we start with?
Bruv, who are your team signing? Because my team's moving like a proper football team now, all of a sudden.
Should we have a look at the... let's go to my favourite page. Just go News Now Chelsea. See if anyone reliable has been said. Apparently, Chelsea are willing to send somebody to Roma because of their high wages. Emerson or Marcus Alonso apparently are going to Roma. That's happening all the time. Apparently, Hudson-Odoi is definitely staying. Yeah, that's it. No news. Apparently, Haaland, but you know.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, what's going on? You know what I mean? What's going on with what's going on? Because see, my team out of nowhere, bruv, out of nowhere, my team's moving like a proper team. I don't really know what's going on, bruv.
Is Varane done?
1 second.
Because you got Sancho. There was talk of Fabrizio Romano obviously mentioned about Varane, Camavinga on the cheap as well. That's smart. That's smart business. Should I tell you why you're moving like a football club?
No, why?
You don't have Ed Woodward to deal with.
Do you think that's it? Because Ed Woodward's still kind of in charge.
Nah, yeah, but he's gone at the end of the year, isn't he? He's contract.
Yeah, but he's still working, bro. Like, I don't know if it is that.
It will be. There'll be someone who's set to become.
You're breaking up, my bro.
Oh, not fucking in.
Hey, Lou. Oh my days, bruv. Bruv, your thing is doing the madness. You're doing the madness. Okay, I can hear you now.
Cool. You signed one young player, definitely. You're potentially sign Varane. Those are not Ed Woodward things, especially Manchester one is. Still,
I can't hear you, bro.
He's internet.
Yo. Yo, I can't hear you, my bro.
Hear me?
Okay, yeah. I can now, but your thing's doing the madness.
I have no idea what's going on. Internet's usually fine. Anyway,
I can hear you now. You need to start again now, my bro.
Yeah, right. Where were we? What did you hear? What did you hear up to?
Oh, bruv, you need to start all over again. I can't gonna lie.
I'm gonna bounce out and bounce back in. Give me 2 seconds. Hang on.
All right, my brother. Flipping Louis thing's doing the mad thing. How's man's internet doing the Harlem Shake and that? Do you know what I'm saying? But nah, big up everyone here. Do you know what I'm saying? Big up everyone inside. You already know it's all love. Do you know what I'm saying? Big up Culture Cams as well. You just messaged me as well. Another real one. Do you know what I mean? You just messaged me. But yeah, boy, United moving like a real football club right now. I don't know what's happened. I can't lie. Man are getting linked with Camavinga. Like, he's a good player. I like him. He's a box-to-box. He's not a DM. He's not a DM at all. Do you know what I'm saying? People think he is, but he's not. But he's a baller, though. Do you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. Like, I would welcome that signing if it happens. If it does, if man were to bag Varane, Camavinga, and Sancho, it might actually be the best window that I've seen. And I don't know what has changed so quickly, bruv. I know man is saying about Ed Woodward, but as far as I know, that Murto guy has been at the club for a while. Do you know what I'm saying? So because of that, it's like I don't understand what's different. But we're actually getting linked with proper footballers.
Right,
Yo,
is that
Lou.
better? Let's try that. Is that working better?
Well, I can hear you now, but you're still kind of looking like one of them old Mario games on the SNES, bro.
Is it okay? There's nothing we can do about that. We'll just have to work with it. It might be because my webcam's back on. It's not. Hang on. Is that better?
It's not, bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro.
What's going
Man,
on?
you look like you're in a
My internet's
McDonald's.
normally banging still.
Are you in a direct
My
plug-in
internet's
or are you
banging
on the
usually.
Wi-Fi?
I'm on the Wi-Fi. It was working the other day. It's the same Wi-Fi we use for the stream. I don't know what's going on.
Apparently, he's saying that Fabrizio said Chelsea are definitely signing a striker.
Yeah, well, yeah, I knew about that. That's definitely happening. Like I saw that about a week ago, and I mean, it's evident we needed one.
Yeah. So who do you
we
think
need
it'll
a
be
striker
if it's not Haaland? If it's not him, who do you think it will be?
Danny Ings or someone like that.
Man said Ings. For real? Have you been linked with Danny Ings?
No, but it'll be someone which is completely random. Watch it be Danny Ings. He's not a bad centre forward either. I'd take Danny Ings as a backup striker still.
Yeah, but who's your main striker still? Nah, you can't have
He'll play Havertz as a false nine.
Again, but I thought after winning the thing, man would try and move forward.
Don't trust that. Have you look at? Do you want to go?
Pardon?
Do Chelsea we've won things?
Do I think Chelsea what? Because they won things?
No, let me go last few when we've won things.
Bruv, you're sounding like what's my man? Flipping Alpha from Power Rangers, blood. Yeah, bruv. You need to jump out and jump back in, bruv. Man sounding like Alpha, cuz.
Try it again.
Bloody hell, mate. Man like Lou sounded like Alpha, but nah, real talk, guys. United have gone from on some idiot thing to actually getting linked with proper ballers, bro. Do you know what I mean? It's crazy. The window's looking mad. If man get Camavinga for 30 M's, it's a proper sick acquisition. I can't lie. Man is saying this because of the protest, but genuinely, the Glazers don't care about that. I can only assume that Pogba's leaving because I can't see man signing Camavinga, yeah, Varane, even though I think he's going to stay at Real Madrid, and Sancho and Pogba staying. That would almost be too good to be true. That would literally be like Manchester United moving like a big football club, which they haven't done, yeah, literally for over 10 years, bruv. So, you get what I mean? Because even when Zlatan and Pogba came in the same window, Zlatan was free. United ain't spent money like that. Do you know what I mean? So, I don't know where this is coming from. I can't even lie. But it's flipping, I don't know. It's proper like, I don't know, man. It's one of them ones where man wants to get excited, but I can't get excited, bro. I can't get excited until the deals are done, innit? I can't get excited till the deals are done. But man are getting linked with a proper footballer. Like Camavinga, someone, yeah, that I would sign if I was at the club. So that more excites me. Do you know what I mean? The terms agreed for Varane thing, I don't think that that's true. The Brez on holiday. And he said that he's going to be on holiday for another, 2 weeks after this? And nothing's going to get sorted until then. And also said that he has to go and sit down with Carlo Ancelotti. So the whole Varane thing, I don't think that's that's true. I don't think that that's true. Do you know what I mean? But until Pogba signs that new deal, in my head, he's leaving, innit? In my head, he's leaving. That's one thing I would say. So I don't really know, bruv. I don't really know. But yo, it's proper. I can't lie. If man bagging for 30 million euros or 30 million pounds, either way, it's a wavy signing. It's a wavy signing. I think they're doing it to appease the fans. Maybe so, but they never really cared about the fans before. Do you know what I'm saying? They've never really cared about the fans before. So what's different now? Like, other than the fact that United are United have lost another final, that Ollie's failed again. Do you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't make sense. Like, I want to know what's different behind the scenes, unless they're spending the money because they know that Pogba's leaving, innit? So they're trying to soften the blow by kind of getting in some other names first. So yeah, like you're saying, according to Fabrizio, they're not connected. But if that's the case, has Fabrizio come out and said that Pogba is going to sign a new deal? I don't think he has, because I don't think he has that kind of information. Do you know what I mean? So I don't think that he can safely say that they're not connected. And also, saying that Varane ain't going anywhere after Ramos is leaving, that's how I feel. They've got Alaba in, that replaces Ramos. If Varane leaves, who they replacing Varane with? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't really know. Louis said that he's replacing his computer, so it'll be back. Who are they replacing Varane with? Because they haven't even bought another centre back to replace him, so they're not moving like he's leaving. Because big clubs, yeah, they normally do the business before, yeah, they sell. So if Real Madrid come and sign a centre back right now, then I'm thinking, all right, maybe Varane's leaving. But so far, I can't get too excited because I think that man's leaving. Louis said he's going to reboot his computer. But yeah, I don't think that Varane's leaving anyway. And he's saying that Camavinga's linked with Real Madrid as well. Same agent as Bale. So yeah. So that could be him using us to get the price up again, if that's the case. Because they're saying he would cost £25 million, which would be sick. Which would be a sick bit of business. But when's the last time that United have done a great bit of business like that? £25 million for a talent that big. Don't get it wrong. Yeah, there you are.
Fucking yes! Get in there, my son! Oh my god!
Yeah.
Right.
He's a talent.
Who, me with the internet and fixing it? Absolutely. I completely agree.
No, Camavinga that we're getting linked with.
Oh, well, yeah, he's a good player. He's 18. Like he played against us in the Champions League this season. He looked pretty good.
He's crazy baller, bruv. He's got crazy potential. He's not the finished article yet. He's not the finished article yet, but he's a baller.
25, 30 mil as well, isn't it? Because his contract's at the end of the season. That's smart business.
Yeah.
It's really intelligent. I think, yeah. Personally, I think that's a really good signing. But this is it. Like this is what I was saying earlier before my computer decided to have a spasm. Was that this doesn't strike me as Ed Woodward business. If it was Ed Woodward business, you'd be signing Sergio Ramos and giving him £500,000 a week.
Yeah, but I would have taken Sergio Ramos, to be honest. Yeah, but I hear what you're saying, though. I hear what you're saying. Do you know what I mean? A man saying you don't trust these players with Ollie. Neither do I. But guess what? If he gets sacked, the new manager coming in to a very good team, innit? So it doesn't matter. I'd rather have the players so that when he gets sacked, we're in a good place. Do you know what I mean? Because there's no way he's going to be the Man United manager for the next 10 years. It's simply not going to happen, innit? He's going to get sacked eventually. Well, because he's got a ceiling as a manager. The more money that the club spend on players, the more pressure he's under. So it's either he wins things and the club start winning things, which would be great, or he gets sacked. Either one, I'm not really fussed with. Either way, I want trophies or I want him out.
This is the problem. Where's the middle ground? Who do you get to come in that would make the difference and would work with the hierarchy? That's the problem. And I think Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, he fits that bill currently, doesn't he? Unfortunately, I'm with you. I don't think he's the best manager. I'm not. I don't think he's bad. He's done a good job, kind of. Not for Manchester United standards, but for what he's got to work with, he's done all right. And I mean, you had a big barn about this a few weeks ago, but we'll leave it at that. We'll agree to disagree. But I think that there's that ceiling. I think the way he nurtures players seems to work well. I mean, Luke Shaw seems to have done really, really well under him. I think there's other players which is given responsibilities to, and they've developed. And I know I'm boring you with the saying that I like Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, hence the yawn. But I think that the guys, there's guys like Pogba, for example. Like, he's a good player for France. Man United, he ain't the same player. I'd cash in if I was Manchester United. I'd cash in and sort of go, do you know what? We've tried it, it's not worked, but we've got players coming through, or we're signing players like Camavinga who can maybe do something a bit different. I saw someone say he scored 4 goals and got 2 assists. Don't just look at those primary stats. Look at everything else that he does for the team as well. Camavinga was literally the metronome for them, and he's 18. For Rennes, when we played him, everything went through him. He didn't have his best performance, to be fair, when he played Chelsea on the 2 occasions. He was going through a bad patch of form. I know he was then in France as well. So, as the French say, c'est la vie, it happens. But there's no doubt that there's a hell of a good player in there. Hence the reason they're giving him an extended contract. Hence the reason they slapped such a big price tag on him. Hence the reason why loads of clubs are so interested. But look, I think that overall, it's a good signing. Manchester United are moving well. I think if you didn't sign Varane, but you got Sergio Ramos, honestly, I'm looking at going, the fact that no one's looked at signing Sergio Ramos in the Premier League is mental. Or if they have, they just can't afford him. But there's 3 clubs that could afford him: Chelsea, Man City, Man United. I think those are the 3 clubs that could afford him. But yeah, I think if I was in Man United's position, I would personally cash in on Pogba, because you don't get the same player that you get for France. But the reason he plays so well for France is because he's got N'Golo Kante behind him. So
but it's also because he's got a manager that understands what his strengths and weaknesses are. Do you know what I mean? And that's just what it is. Like, Oli doesn't understand what his strengths and weaknesses are. Oli wants him to just basically be the strength to the weaknesses of the team instead of playing to his strengths, which is the problem. Why man's getting shifted all over the pitch. Do you know what I mean? So, and as for this, United are not in talks with any club for Pogba. That doesn't mean anything. Again, that doesn't mean that they're not in talks with any clubs. They don't need to be in talks, bro. Like, you make a bid for a player, then it's either accepted or it's not accepted, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's how deals work. So just because they're not in any talks with any clubs at the moment, that doesn't mean he's not leaving. It doesn't mean that at all. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's just one of them ones where, like, there's an absolute myth that Pogba's performances for Man United aren't of the highest level a lot of the time, but they are. Do you know what I'm saying? It's just that what's around man, and also what he's been asked to do, isn't really to his strengths. So he doesn't get credit for all the ugly stuff that he does.
Which is true. But at the same time, I mean, he's had 3 different managers at Man United now, or has he just had 2? He's had
Jose brought him in, so he's had 2 different managers.
He's had 2 different managers. Both, actually, at that point's redundant. Then ignore me. I was going to say they've both been slightly different. Well, I mean, in terms of management style, they've both been very different. One's very
different in terms of management style, but in terms of playing style, they've both been boring. He still won 2 trophies with Jose. He top scored us 1 season, got into Team of the Year 1 season, got into Europa League Team of the Year 1 season. So when you look at all the years that he's been here, he's achieved something every single year he's been here. Like, it's calm. Like,
but I mean, the Europa League Team of the season, I'd expect Pogba to be in that, if I'm honest.
Yeah, but it doesn't. But it should be like that. But bruv, it's not always like that, bruv, because there's certain other players that were other people's favorites that weren't in it. Do you know what I mean? So at the end of the day, it's not a given, bro.
That's fair enough. That's fair enough.
You know what I mean? It's not a given. Yeah. If you're in Team of the Season, that means that you've performed consistently, high enough level, in that tournament for the whole season to be acknowledged, innit? So
this is it.
I think that's just what it is.
Yeah, I mean I think Pogba's strengths are going forward, and I think you should. I'd play him in the 10. I know Bruno's done well. He's been a penalty merchant, but Bruno. I played Pogba in the 10. You play Pogba in the 10, and you play Fred, who's proven that he can actually pass forward. By the way, if you look, I think it was you shared it. I think some interesting stats from the Copa America. I think, was it you? Let me check my Twitter.
But it could have been, bro. But you know what it is with Fred again? He's another one. It's all about perception, isn't it? Fred has shown that he's not the problem in Manchester United's midfield, because this guy's in a Brazil team. He's benching Fabinho, who's the best DM in the world according to some people. He's benching Fabinho for Brazil, and he's putting in elite performances and elite numbers for Brazil. But when he plays for Man United, everyone thinks that he's the problem and not Scott McTominay, who plays centre back for his country and can't even get in ahead of Billy Gilmore in midfield. But Fred's the problem. Do you see what I mean about these football fans? How could Fred be the problem?
This was a stat you shared a couple of days ago. Fred's made the most passes into the final third, 23. Most progressive passes, 23. Most attempted tackles, 10. And most successful tackles, 8 for Brazil at the Copa America. He's a good player, hence why you spent so much money on him.
He's a good player, hence why, I've always backed him and I've always rated him, bro. Like, because I always saw the talent in Fred, bro. And that's the funny thing about this fan base. It's like they're quick, to turn on certain man, and not give certain man chances, but then certain man get infinite chances.
It's going to be honest, the thing is with most football fans, the vast majority don't actually understand football or have a deeper enough understanding. And again, this isn't me shitting on people. It's a case of I'm looking at it going, do you know what, like people, do you know why I know this? Because I was one of those people. I mean, I am still a bit of a passion merchant. Let's be brutally honest. I love, weighing up the unattainable statistics. The stuff, the passion, what people bring to a team emotionally. Like I love that sort of stuff. But also at the same time, I feel like since running a football team, I've actually got a bit more of a understanding of football itself and within the structures. You look at what Fred does. I think the problem you have at Man United, you can't play Fred and McTominay together because it's like having the same player in the position, and it just there's no balance to it. I don't think.
But bro, it's not even the same player because McTominay is nowhere near his level, bro.
He's not near his level, but they're very similar in terms of what their role for the club and country is exactly the same. They're both destroyers. They're both players. But
McTominay plays at centre back for his country. You can't even get into their midfield, bro. That's my thing. If you can't even get into the Scotland midfield, you should not be mentioned in the same name as Fred, who's playing in midfield for Brazil. You shouldn't. Do you know what I mean? Brazil play a 4-3-3 because Fred's good enough. They would play a 4-2-3-1 with Fabinho and Casemiro if they didn't trust Fred. They clearly trust Fred. And that's why I say Fred's benching Fabinho.
What Casemiro is technically. Casemiro.
Yeah, Casemiro is. But my point is, like, if Fabinho was that much better player than Fred and they didn't trust Fred, they would just play Fabinho and Casemiro.
But then again, that's what I'm saying about the McTominay and Fred situation. I mean, Casemiro and Fabinho are very, very similar.
But I don't think they are, though. Do you know what I mean? Because Fabinho's passing is very underrated. Very underrated. Casemiro doesn't pass as well as Fabinho. Do you know what I mean? Fabinho is technically very, very, very good. Do you know what I mean? Very good. Like, that's why man can play at right back. He can play at centre back. He's technically so underrated. Do you know what I mean? And he could definitely play in a more advanced role, if asked, because he's got the skill set for it. Do you know what I mean? So the facts are, like for instance, and I make the same thing for like England. The reason why England are playing Rice and Phillips is because clearly Southgate don't trust anyone enough or think they're of a level that he can play a 4-3-3, play a 8 and play a 10. So he plays the two sixes. And that's why, because if he trusted Mason Mount in the 8 and thought that Mason Mount was good enough to play in the 8 in front of Phillips and then play with another 8 or another 10, I think he would. I think that he doesn't trust the midfield. That's why he plays 2 sixes. Obviously, he's negative as well, but I think you're more positive if you've got what you perceive to be a world-class 8 in there, bro. I don't think he trusts the players that he has at his disposal enough.
Okay, so let's bring this back around to the point we were talking about with Pogba then. So what is Pogba's best position? What are we looking at as a player? If we were looking at if you were sat in a room with Solskjaer right now and he went, okay, this is what I think here. This is the shape how I'd play. This is what I'd look at. But with obviously at the same time, we need to be realistic here in terms of what we've got in terms of the man you're talking to. How would you operate it? What would the conversation be?
Bro, the thing is with Pogba, it can it can be done in many different ways. With Pogba, you could play him off the left, and you've seen that he plays very well. If you're playing a 4-2-3-1, he's not a double pivot player. He's not. Even for France, you notice with Deschamps, he brought in what's his name, Rabiot, to give Pogba more freedom, because he knows that Pogba needs to be getting in and around the box, bro. And you saw the goal that Pogba scored in the game where Switzerland went out. You need Pogba in and around the penalty area. You need him there, bro. So you don't play him in a double pivot because it keeps him too far away from the goal. So the thing is with Paul Pogba, the reason why there's split opinions on what Pogba's best position is because he's so good at everything. That's not his fault. He's an exceptional athlete, so he can cover a lot of ground and win the ball back. So people say, oh yeah, Pogba's at 8 or whatever. But then you look at the fact that naturally his immediate thought at all times is to attack. Do you know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't even say he hasn't got the mind of an 8. He's just like, he's a maverick player that almost has to have a free role as such. Do you know what I'm saying? And a player like Pogba, you have to make sure that the allowances are made for him to attack. If I had Pogba in my midfield, I would make sure, that he's one of the most advanced midfielders that I have. He would have the freedom that Bruno has for Man United. I would give him that license.
So straight away, you basically, so with that, by that logic, Bruno's out of the team, Pogba in that position. So it'd be Pogba in the 10. I'll use that obviously.
Yeah, but not really in the 10. You don't even need to play a 10. I think in the modern game, a lot of people don't really play 10s. You can easily play a 6 and 2 8s. Like, you don't have to play a 10. You can play a 4-3-3 where everyone attacks and everyone defends. Like, it doesn't have to be as rigid as 2 people holding and then 1 attacking, bro. Like, do you know what I mean? When you watch Leicester, they don't really play a 10. They play 2 8s a lot of the time. Do you know what I mean? So I think that the whole thing of the modern day 10 doesn't really exist. Even now, like, you're seeing like Mason Mount a lot get used in the 10, but it's not really a 10 because he's not really a 10. Yeah. So even though he's the most advanced player for England, I wouldn't say he's playing in the 10.
But I think the difference between I look at Mason Mount, because it's the same for Chelsea for him. So he plays on the right hand side of a front 3 in the 3-4-3, but he drops into that midfield as an 8 almost in free roam.
Exactly.
But the difference is, I think, I'm not saying Pogba doesn't have the work rate, because he does. He's a professional footballer and he can do it. But like you said, he's a maverick player with a bit of a free roam, but he's not the sort of person where Mason Mount is almost like what Milner was. You know, that player which is just a workhorse, would win the ball back high at the pitch, little bits here and there, and make those key passes where he could. Whereas Paul Pogba is, you know, that guy who went in around the box to be taking the shots and will make those key passes and those I could say, again, air quotes, Hollywood passes, which, you know, are so key to those teams' games. But that's the thing. Like, I don't think he has the same sort of work rate. He's very much, he's not lethargic. He's not lackadaisical, but he's his own bloke. You know what I mean? Whereas Mason
he's just got a languid style, bro. He's 6'3". Like, he's never gonna be mad explosive and mad agile. He's 6'3", bro. Well, like, look at his build, innit? Like, people get onto him because he's not like nippy, like, and small, but he's a big guy. Do you know what I mean? He's built like a centre back, bro. He's built like Rafael Varane, bro. But he's got feet of a winger and the passing range of like an elite level midfielder, bro. Like, why do they expect Pogba to be mad explosive and mad agile, bro? He's a big guy. He's built like a modern day centre half.
Yeah, this is what I mean. So he's not. So you could play him on the. I mean, we've already said it. He floats in from the left sometimes. He does that role. He's done really well this season. That's where he was playing a lot. They put him out on the left, but he kind of floated. But I think it's like, I don't know. I just the problem he's got at Manchester United is I don't think he's got the coach, as we've already said, and I don't know if he's got the right. He strikes me as a sort of player who it's not someone who you give a bollock in. It's someone who you nurture, but you kind of need to lean into his ego a bit. And Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is not going to do that. He'll lean into him. He'll put an arm around the shoulder, but it's very much kind of, he doesn't strike me as the sort of guy who's going to, you know, really lean into someone's ego to try and get the best out of them. Whereas I think, you know, Deschamps kind of lets him do his thing. That's the thing. I think that whole France team, the thing is, you kind of just let them do their thing. Deschamps lays down the philosophy, lays down the style, but it's kind of like, okay, guys, you're all perfectly good footballers. Okay, that's understand. You're all very fucking good footballers. So go. And I think that's what he does. I think, but obviously at Manchester United, Pogba doesn't have that whole environment.
But that's what I mean. So when people talk and say how good a man manager Ollie is, he's clearly not that good a man manager because you're not getting the best out of your best player. Doesn't make sense. Now, if you're a good man manager, yeah, you don't play your best player right mid against Liverpool. Now that doesn't make sense. If we're not getting the France Pogba, yeah, for Man United, it's because the manager don't know how to get it out of him because it's always in there. It's not that he doesn't want to, he plays any less hard or he doesn't want to play, bro. Do you know what I mean? It don't really make sense. And my man said, do I think football's becoming a position to sport? I wouldn't say so, but I would say that football's becoming less about specialists, yeah, and more just about athletes now. So
it's going back to total football. It's going back to old Dutch football.
But not really. I wouldn't say that. I don't know about total football, bruv, because I know what total football looks like, and modern day football don't look like that.
Oh no, you know what I mean? It's a more primitive / futuristic version with athletes rather than someone who can play every single position. It's more
athlete based than IQ based and technical based. Do you know what I'm saying? Like it's all about who can cover the most yards, who can press the highest up the pitch, who can shut man down the quickest. They got rid of the traditional number 10 that was supposed to be the playmaker and the brain of the team, the Wesley Snyders of this world. They got rid of players like that and replaced them with pressing number 10s like Mason Mount and like Jesse Lingard and players like that. They're playing in the 10 now, so they can press the attack. They're thinking about defending instead of attacking now. Do you know what I mean? So even though the art of defending is dying in the game's actually become more defensive because everything's now thinking about defending. It's not really thinking about, getting your best players on the ball and them attacking and expressing themselves. Like the game's become less attacking, less exciting, bro.
100%.
Yeah, I mean, a less attacking player. Most wingers now are just quick players that are good at running in one direction. The art of going past players is dying. Like you don't really find wide players that can actually take people on anymore. Do you know what I'm saying? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy. Like, man can't even take players on. You're getting wide players now that when you stand them up one-on-one, they can't go past people. That doesn't even make sense.
I don't know. Football's weird now. I just miss. I like step overs. I miss just. There's just no more risk in football anymore, really. Well, there's very, very few of it, which is why guys like Neymar and Sancho and people hold on to guys like that. It's why I wanted to cry when Eden Hazard was losing a turn of pace in that Belgium game before he went off injured.
He's a baller, man. He's a throwback. There'll never be another Eden Hazard. Bro.
I was so sad, like obviously because I had the pleasure of watching him every week. In that game before he went off injured, I think who were they playing in the round of 16? Who are they playing? Belgium play whoever they were playing, some fucking team. Someone remind me. Basically, he went to chase the ball down, and you just didn't. That was Portugal. Thank you very much. He just didn't have the same turn of pace, and he just said, "Oh fucking hell, he's just not the same guy." But yeah, that and as someone said, I do love a player that gets stuck in. You don't get many of those anymore either. That's why I love Pepe. No. He's a dickhead, but I love him.
Yeah, he is, but he's one of the last pure defenders. You know, like obviously when you watch Italy, you see Chiellini celebrate a block like he scored a goal, bro.
Yeah,
like,
bro.
100%. They'll never be that anymore. Now the modern day centre back just wants to look good on the ball, and everyone's talking about passing, final third passing stats. You see when. Do you know what I mean? From centre backs and that, like that's what they're talking about now.
It does.
They're not talking about actual defending, bro. Like when they're showing stats from centre backs, they're talking about pass completion and all these other things, bro. Like it's just like, bro, I just want to know how well you defended today.
It's exactly that's it. It's like, oh yeah, look at the way he steps out from the back. I'm like, yeah, that's great, but you can't defend. That's what it was like. Not so much now, but that's what it was like watching Christensen 18 months ago. It was like he can step out and he can make a great pass. I'm like, yeah, but he can't defend. He's a fucking centre back. You know, it's the big thing there is like it just doesn't work. Like I remember people talking about John Stones. I think John Stones had a great season. He's a good centre back. I think him and Ruben Diaz, I think, are the perfect hybrid where they can kind of, you know, he's got Ruben Diaz. Obviously, you know, he's got that bit of Pepe in him where he's grown up and all that sort of stuff. But he's got a great passing range. And then you got, you know, John Stones. You can step out with great with the ball at his feet. But he's also a lad from Barnsley. So basically, he's got like this. He's got this hard man role in him as well. So you know, like it's not the same. Football's evolved, but you know, I am going to miss the 2-foot tackles. I am going to miss a good slide tackle, which is something which people don't appreciate. Here's one you should watch. After this stream, you'll know which one it's about, Rants. Go watch. There's a tackle in the 1970 World Cup. Watch Bobby Moore. I'll see if I can find it and I'll whack it in as a link. Do you remember that where he just jockeys the guy and literally steps in, gets it, and passes it out?
I don't remember it, no. But no, send me the link. I'll look at that. And yeah, big up my guy Ricardo as well from Team GB. You already know, bruv, he don't let no one past him. Absolute unit. Do you know what I mean? And that's what I'm saying. Like someone that actually loves defending. You can see, man, love defending.
Oh, defending's so good.
And that's what it is, bro. Like for me, it's not for me, innit? Like it doesn't excite me, but I want to see defenders that genuinely love to defend that can also play. Do you know what I mean? And now you're just getting players that can play that can't defend, like Kyle Walker. And people are like saying, oh yeah, like he's one of the greatest right backs of his era, and he is. But it's only because he's really quick. It's not because he's actually great at defending or because he's particularly great on the ball, because he's neither.
Where does Kyle Walker's era span? This is what
what's the era? Era spans because his Premier League era. How old's Kyle Walker now? I think he's in his 30s.
He's 31.
Exactly. So in the last
in his era, 6 years, yeah.
In 6 years in the Premier League, yeah. Okay. While he's been at Man City winning things, who else has there been at right back? Do you know what I mean? Because I think Man United only just signed Wan-Bissaka, and before that we had Valencia at right back. So do you know what I mean? Like I can't remember who Liverpool's right back was before Trent, and Trent's a kid. Arsenal ain't had good players for a minute.
Dave. I think Dave.
Dave's weird because isn't Dave a centre back?
No, he's a right. We bought him as a right back. He's a right back.
Didn't he play centre back?
Whole back line. Yeah, as part of the back three, just like Kyle Walker's done.
Okay.
In terms of total defender, and he's actually got a decent delivery as well. And when he obviously had to pay, he doesn't have it anymore. When he had the pace, Dave was unbelievable. But I think obviously Kyle, he's not won as much as Kyle Walker, so I don't think he'll be considered as good as.
There you go, and look, they had Nathaniel Klein before Trent Alexander and Glenn Johnson. Do you know what I'm saying? So Kyle Walker was clear of all of them.
Yeah, I'm trying. There's nobody else as well. Man United.
That's what I mean, like, bro, in the Premier League, like since he's come through, like he was highly rated at Spurs, then he went Man City and he's won bare things, bro. Like a lot of people would have said that he was top 2 centre backs in the league, top 3 centre backs in the league in the last 6 years consistently. They would say that probably, whether I agree or not.
I'd agree with that.
That's what I mean. So
it's not the same as having the argument. It's not the same as having the argument of Zabaleta and Branislav Ivanovic is the best right back in the league. Those were 2 proper defenders.
Yeah, proper. Zaba was quality, bro.
Zabaleta was so good. But
he was quality, but again, because he didn't have mad pace and that, and do the mad, and he did still overlap, because he didn't have mad pace, people didn't really rate, man. Do you know what I'm saying?
So do you know who I think? So someone just mentioned his name. If he hadn't had that bad injury, do you know who would have been the best right back in the league? Seamus Coleman.
Oh, he was a baller though.
Coleman before that injury. Oh,
bro, Seamus was. But I wanted Man United to sign him at one point.
I can't believe Everton. I think it was like 60k they signed him for.
I wanted United to sign Coleman at one point. I genuinely did.
Mate, Coleman was unbelievable.
I was rating him,
Mate,
I was rating him.
He's unbelievable. Like, would you take Griezmann or Dybala at Chelsea? Well, yeah, I would, but I think whether or not that would actually happen is a different conversation. I'm trying to figure out where they play. Griezmann would. Neither of them would be player, but I don't think they'd be playing as centre forwards, would they? Would you play with Griezmann? Play actually no. Griezmann played as a striker at Atletico, didn't he? Or was he on the wing?
He played as a second striker, innit? They played like a kind of 4-4-1-1, innit? So yeah, Griezmann could do the thing still.
Yeah, so maybe play Griezmann as a centre forward. Dybala they're exactly the same, aren't they? I think Dybala is just small and nippy. Dybala will play as
they're different kinds of players.
Yeah,
they're different kinds of players. I think Griezmann's more industrious. I think Dybala's more of a I wouldn't say a luxury player, but he's less likely to do the dirty work that Griezmann does. Do you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I think Griezmann. I'd have taken Griezmann as Atletico. I don't think he's lived up to the billing at Barcelona. Unfortunately, he's not been as. I don't think he is.
Yeah, but I think that's down to how he's been used more than actually how good he is. In all fairness to him.
Yeah, we'll see.
So man have to say that. And super chat here. A lot of debate whether Ozil is an Arsenal legend. Well, I'm not an Arsenal fan, so I can't really say. I don't know how the fans feel. I don't know how the fans feel about him like that, but I would say that in the Emirates era, he's one of their best players. That's what I would say confidently. He's one of the best players in the Emirates era, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Him and Alexis Sanchez.
Should we call an Arsenal fan and ask?
If you've got one.
See if I can find one. Just scrolling through my recent calls, see if I can find one. No, not well. I can get hold of one, but he's probably at work. So no.
Who supports Arsenal? Oh, Lee, bro. That's about it. But yeah, I don't know. Lee hates Ozil, so bro, maybe he's not the guy.
I think Ozil is a very particular type of player.
Or does he actually? I think Lee might actually like Ozil. You know,
he's a very particular type of player, Mesut Ozil. I think legend's the wrong term. I wouldn't call that legend gets thrown around far too easily nowadays. It's like when someone got legend and someone who calls someone a don. That I take offence to. When certain men are referring to themselves as dons, and there's like, can't make.
Yeah.
Strapsy, he deserves a title. But yeah, there's only one Don in my life, and that's Don Mario, and he's the head of the Beneventi family. So don't fuck with him. But look, bottom line, I think that Ozil's, I'd say cult hero. Someone said earlier, that's probably a more fitting title.
I can agree with that.
I think you can look back and go, oh, what a player. It's like David Ginola. I think if you were going to maybe go, I wouldn't. Well, he was a bit before my time. But
because he played for Spurs, you'd have to say he's a Spurs legend because they've never had a player as good as him, bruv. You know them ones. But like David Ginola, I'd say, yeah, he's probably a cult hero, innit? Because he didn't really win nothing with them. Everyone remembers him. Do you know what I mean? But is he a legend? I don't really know. I think the word legend gets thrown around too much for players that players just like. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, 100%. I think there's a player which I think for me right now, for example, like legends at Chelsea, I think are the Champions League winning teams, and then before that, you got Gianfranco Zola, you've got like Dennis Wise, players that won things and we haven't won anything for ages, and then you got like Terry Dixon, nearly beat the goal scoring record, they achieved things. Whereas I feel like Ozil played really, really great football, won a few FA Cups, but for a club of Arsenal's, and I'll use air quotes, stature, it's not what they're expecting, isn't it? They brought him in to try and challenge for league titles, did they not? They wanted to be back up at the top, and they didn't do that. So,
1 second. That's a question for you. I need to answer my door quickly, my bro.
Oh, Canoes. Will Italy beat Spain? Yes, 100%. I'm so certain they'll beat them. I just can't see anyone beating this Italian team, honestly. Even England, and I'm in a really awkward position on that. Like, what am I going to do? I'm an England fan, obviously. Actually, wait, hang on. Where's it gone? No! There it is. There we go. Right. Oh, Christ. Never worn a bucket hat. Probably never will again, to be honest. But I think that this Italian team will do really, really well. I think that they're the favourites for the tournament. They're the favourites for a reason. They play the best football. And, yeah.
Are you all right?
Absolutely fine.
What's this guy doing, bruv?
I'm not doing anything. Don't tell him what I did. Didn't do anything. Do you want to read the hat? Can you read it?
Bruv, I can read it, blood. You know what I'm saying? I done well in English.
Oh, mate. No, I think this Italian side they'll batter the Spanish. Honestly, Spain don't have a centre forward. They're on Alvaro Morata.
Bruv, where on God's green earth do you get a hat like that?
Classic football shirts, mate.
Bruv, man left you for 1 minute and you're doing up this foolishness, bruv.
Mate, I got that, and I got another banging shirt the other day when I was going to go and pick up, because I don't own an Italy shirt. I'm going to the game tomorrow, so I was kind of there a bit like, let's see. Oh yeah, bruv, that's nothing. I've got to test my gag reflex later.
All right, bruv, what's wrong with you today?
Nothing's wrong with me. I'm just weird. You know this. You're friends with me. I'm not normal. We've established this. But I've got that. I picked this up from Classic Football Shirts the other day. Got that.
Ooh.
So gassed. It's nothing. So that's the shirt from this year. Are you ready? Bosh.
Oh.
I've hung all of the shirts up now. I've got I'll put this back up. Oh, I've got that. I picked up, so you know my Boca Juniors shirt, because I couldn't find one. I found they're really rare. I found the printing for Daniele De Rossi. Obviously, this season was his last season playing football, so I'm going to go and get the Daniele De Rossi printed on the back of my Boca Juniors shirt as well.
Sick.
So I've got that, and then I've got loads of shirts I need to put up still. They all literally say it. I picked up the Art of Football. Did that range a couple of weeks ago, which like they did the designs on old football shirts. I kind of did like the flip stuff. I got the Italian one, which was basically done like the Sistine Chapel, and I was going to wear it to the game tomorrow, but I'm there like, bro, like I can't wear that. It's fucking. Hang on, wait, I've got it here. See, I could do a whole little show. Hang on. Here it is.
Man, like Louis, you know.
Hang on. Look at that. That, bro, you cannot look at that.
That's sick.
Do the Sistine Chapel on that. It's mad. And they got all the stuff on all the nice little detailing. Like you think you can't wear that. Like that's my favorite thing about it.
You can't wear that. Yeah, that's amazing.
That's like got that. So bro, I was gonna pick up an Italy shirt, but I saw the 94 Baggio, and I was gonna pick it up, but it's like 170 quid.
Bruv, yeah, that's too much, bro. Bruv,
I'm a national treasure. How am I? I'm a Can I get that in writing?
Well, technically, it was in writing, and I put it on the screen.
Oh dear! And I saw people asking about coming over for pasta. Listen, bottom line: if people wanted to come over for pasta, you can't come to my actual house. However, what I will be doing next season, as I will no longer be the manager of Imperial Wharf, I'm simply the chairman, but I will be doing pasta on the touchline.
Lovely.
So come get it there. But yeah, I'm living big. I counted how many I've got now. I've got 20 on the railing, and I've still got 10. I've got like 30, 40 shirts.
Shit. Yeah, you're doing bits, bro. I can't lie.
I've hung my Mexico shirt up there. See, it's not in shot. I won't get it down. So it's like when you had to go and get stuff. Are we doing this again? Are we doing this again? Nah, not doing that. I had porridge earlier. That's what I had. Yeah, got loads of stuff. But yeah, in terms of the actual question, about Italy, Spain, I can't see anyone beating Italy. I can't even see England beating Italy. Obviously, I want us to get past Denmark first. I think people sleep on Denmark's nuts. But, you know.
What's wrong with you, bro?
Mate, people are sleeping on Denmark. They're a good side.
Yeah,
we should beat them, but it's the immeasurables which I love, which I think could be England's undoing.
yeah. You know? No, I hear that. I hear
think
that.
It's where they are.
And yeah, bro, I think that Spinazzola, bruv, he's been the best left back in the competition. Yeah, he's been one of the best players in the competition, and it was super sad to see him get injured because he was a player I really enjoyed watching. Do you know what I'm saying? So
I like the way that we were talking about the other night. Like Spinazzola's kind of like, it's really weird. Like he's all right foot on the attack, and the way he plays, it kind of lulls the defenders into a false sense of security. Where it's like, okay, he's just going to use his right foot. We will just contain it, and then they come inside to block it, and he switches it onto his left and whips it in. It's like I'm looking at it going, that's unbelievable. But yeah, it's I think the way he's played has been so good. But I think the thing is, right, Spinazzola, he's really good in Italy, but I think he's one of those players smash it. I don't think he's doing well in another country.
Yeah, but to be fair, a lot of Italians, they don't need to travel anyway. A lot of them don't because they don't have to, and there's nothing wrong with that.
No, that's absolutely
you know
fine.
what I mean? It's just like I wouldn't like look down. I don't look down on Busquets or Iniesta for not leaving Spain. Like, why would you?
No, you wouldn't. I think unless it's literally for the sake of playing football. You know, I think that you look at someone who they want to go try new things. Jorginho didn't have to leave Italy. He came from Brazil, got an Italian passport, loves the country, and he's now he's like, I wanted to try something new. Like that's fair enough to him for that. But yeah, I think that if I hope Verratti doesn't play midfield. That's what I'm saying. I just don't like Verratti.
Yeah, no, fair enough. I like him still. Do you know what I mean?
He makes nice passes, but he's an idiot. Hence why I don't like him.
I hear that. I don't really know what he's like that, but I know that I rate him as a footballer, innit? So it is what it is. While you're here, we might as well talk about it. What's your predictions for the next 2 games then, bro? Like, what day? Italy, Spain. But if you're not doing anything, you could jump on the stream as well, bro.
Well, I'm at the Italy-Spain game, but obviously...
Oh, you're there?
Yeah, but I might come... I mean, if you're going to still be streaming afterwards, I'll come back. I'm literally...
Yeah, because you're just a stone throw from the stadium. Yeah, well,
I can see out my window. So, yeah, I can literally I could do that. Or
whatever, but, like, you can give me your match predictions for the 2 games anyway.
I will go... I'll go 3-1 Italy. I think they'll concede. I'll go 3-1. They'll concede through some really stupid goal where Morata, was offside, but he steps back without actually knowing what he's doing. And I think that England will... I was talking about this on Redmen this morning. I think England are going to take Denmark to penalties and just about edge it, maybe.
Ooh, okay.
I think that England-Denmark game is going to be difficult for England. Like,
so do I. I don't think it's going to be easy, but I think that if ever there was a time for England to get to the finals, having all their games at home bar 1, I think this is the year, innit?
Say it. No, come on. Don't say this.
No, I'm not saying it though. But I thought about the prospect of it happening, but I'm not saying it. No.
It's yeah, I think this is realistically. I think in terms of pound for pound, players in the squad and the depth, England have the best squad left in the tournament. In terms of the manager, I worry because obviously England we've never been behind in this tournament, and I think Gareth Southgate's game management is so poor. So I'm looking at it going, if we go 1-0 down, there's either very significant worry that England might put themselves in trouble.
I hear that, my bro.
But I think, this Denmark team, obviously, in terms of the 11, they'll have a lot of pride, they'll have a lot of passion. And I know people are laughing when I say passion. That's what's got them this far in the tournament. Let's be honest, that drive and that desire is what's pushed them so far. So we've got to respect that, and I think that's a lot of people are just sleeping on Denmark because they're just looking. Oh, they're here. You get to it's quarterfinals. If you're at the quarterfinals, you deserve to be there. The third place finishes are a bit touch and go. But overall, you deserve to be there. Denmark fought back to get into the round of 16, and then they absolutely dicked Wales. Let's call a spade a spade. They did really well in their quarters, and now it's a case of, they're at the semi-finals against the team which is now favourite for the tournament for some reason. I don't know why. Realistically, it should be Italy because England have never done anything here. Italy have been sound throughout. I think when Italy have come up against a challenge, Italy they've risen the bar. That Belgium game, people are like, oh, this is the first proper test they've had, whatever. They went and they did it. And then other games, they just were a very professional team, professional display, job done. England, on the other hand, haven't really had to break a sweat. But apart from the
funny thing is with England, the only time they started playing football in this tournament was when they were 3-4-0 up against Ukraine. That's when you started seeing nice little triangles, positive football. Before that, when it's 0-0, England play smelly football, innit? It's almost like they play to defend first, innit? And then they're just super cagey. They don't really believe in themselves until they've got like a massive comfort, and then they start to open up, innit? You can tell that they don't truly believe in themselves, in a sense that the way that the Italians play, they impose themselves on on other teams, and it's like, we're coming to play our game now, innit? Whereas England's kind of, we'll sit back, it's mad cagey, we'll try and get the goal, and then after that, do you know what I mean? We see what happens.
The way the Italians play is, it's almost Romanesque. It's like they're channeling that inner history of, we are a dominant force, or very organised. We get the job done. That's how the Italians play. And you're right about England. It's play to defend, which is, that's how a lot of teams have won tournaments in the past. I mean, fucking look at Greece, look at Portugal. That's how they did it. But I worry that the way that this England team play, when it gets to okay, when this is Billy Big Bollocks time. This is the time where you put your dick on the table and you're like, right, let's fucking go. I don't feel like England can do that. The Danes are channeling the Vikings. The fucking Italians are channeling the Romans. The Spanish are just, I don't know, just there. They're like England. They're kind of there. Like, you got these two teams which are putting their dicks on the table. Like, right, let's fucking go. Like, we're ready for this. And England just feel very sort of just chill. it's just a bit like, oh yeah, we're just here now. Like, okay, this is scary. Like, we've not done this before. Like, how does this work? And then the Spanish are just, probably sitting there going, how the fuck have we done this? How does this even work?
Yeah, it's a mad thing, because when I look at it, like, loads of people are saying, oh, like, Spain could cause an upset. But for me, if Spain beat Italy, then that's when I'll start believing that there could be a chance for England, because I fancy England more to beat Spain than to beat Italy. Do you know what I mean? I think Italy too much.
England, yeah. If England beat Denmark and Spain beat Italy, I back us against Spain. I back us 100%.
Yeah.
I don't against the Italians. I just think they're seasoned now. You know what I mean? They're moving like with 36, 37-year-old centre backs who have been around the block and done it. I think it's either no, it wasn't. It was Barzagli who's part of the World Cup winners. Well, he's retired, obviously. Chiellini and Bonucci have won everything apart from the Champions League with Juventus. But they're unbelievable centre backs. But it's mate, like it's that's the thing. I just don't think we could break them down. Whereas the Spanish, they're going through a massive transitional period right now. Like, this ain't the same team which played at the past few tournaments. There's no Iniesta, there's no Xavi, there's no Puyol. There's no David Villa, there's no players which I look at and go, oh shit. I look at players and go, oh yeah, they're good players. Like Koke. Koke's their best centre midfielder. Great player. Does he strike fear into me like Xavi or Iniesta did? Not really.
Absolutely not. No.
So, I think they've got some great players in there, but it just isn't.
I think the Spanish midfield's better. I mean, the Italian midfield's better. Sorry, I think the Italian attack's better. I think the Italian defense is better. I think the Italian team's just better, and that's just it. That's just it. Like, honestly, like, yeah, there's nothing about the Spanish team I think is going to give the Italian team problems.
That's it. It's all down to mentality, and it's all down to mentality.
Yeah.
The Italian side, and now they've got the quality on the right mentality.
Your thing's doing the mad thing again.
Oh, fuck off! Oh, geez, bro. Hang on, okay.
Bruv. Flipping Louis, man. Guys, big up everyone. Big up everyone that stayed here the whole time, innit? There's still 1.4 here altogether. Do you know what I'm saying? Mad love, everyone. Do you know what I mean? The numbers stay consistent. Like that. So yeah, bruv. Obviously, when he gets back, man, are gonna wrap up in it. But big up everyone. And as I said at the start of the stream, do you know what I mean? Man said what I had to say. I'm not on Twitter right now. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't even have the app on my phone. Do you know what I'm saying? If man haven't already clipped the thing at the beginning, you could clip that and you could put that out there for man. You get me? Where's this guy?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, you can put that out for me so I don't need to, innit? Because bear man trying to fight my corner and that with their own things. But bro, the facts are, yeah, like I said what I said, innit? That's just what it is. And I'm not apologizing because them man are trying to do me dirty, innit? And that's just all it is. So yeah, man. Yo, what you saying, my bro?
Yeah, what am I doing? Yeah, so I'm all good. Can you hear me now? You're good?
Yeah, so to finalize the Spanish and the Italy game, like for me, I don't see nothing to even I don't see nothing to worry about if you're Italy.
No, I'm the same. It's I think it's pretty cut and dry now in terms of how this game's going to go. So look, I think bottom line, Italians are the favourites for the tournament for me. England have got to get past Denmark first. Fingers crossed they do, and then from there we'll see what happens. To be honest, but yeah, I'm looking forward to going tomorrow. Not looking forward to testing my gag reflex with a COVID test though. That's what
I'm about to say. Like when man's talking about gag reflexes, bruv, I was thinking, what are you doing? But now it makes sense. You didn't need to say that. You could have just said, I'm not looking forward to doing the COVID test. I would have been good with that. I would have been good with the COVID test. Do you know what I mean? So for next time, just so you know, we're good with just the COVID test, my bro. Do you know what I'm saying?
I'm looking forward to the COVID test.
I know the guy. He said the guy that clipped me came in the chat. I blocked him, but I didn't know that was the guy that clipped me because I haven't seen the video. Do you know what I mean? I haven't seen the video because I don't care about it because I know it's lies, isn't it? So it's one of them ones. And I heard some pagan, yeah, like commented on it. You know them ones. I knew he was a pagan anyway. Do you know what I'm saying? But I'll get to him soon. You know, like that. So yeah. It'd be very interesting. Do you know what I mean? Trust me, things are only beginning. Do you know what I mean? So big up everyone inside. As I said, I said what I said. Do you know what I'm saying? And it's one of them ones. Them man there that are gonna flip in, try and clip man to try and make man look a certain way. Make sure you lot put out what I actually said. Do you know what I'm saying? Because I see Bear Man arguing on my behalf and stuff like that. Instead of doing it, just put the video out there, innit? That's all you need to do. It won't get as many retweets as the other bullshit. Of course it won't, because these men are trying to slander me. But, bro, the game is the game, innit?
Too fucking
right.
I love this game.
So, yeah, that's it. So yeah, I have to say, big up everyone inside. Louis is definitely tapped. Do you know what I'm saying? We can actually
confirm that. It's confirmed.
that's it. Do you know what I mean? But
That's-
honestly,
that's-
like big
that's
up.
Fabrizio Romano. Here we go. Confirmed. Louis is tapped.
Pardon?
It's like a Fabrizio Romano confirmed that. Here
Absolutely.
we go.
Do you know what I'm saying? So it's one of them ones. So yeah, I absolutely will not be apologizing because I didn't say anything wrong. And yeah, that's it really. Do you know what I mean? So big up everyone inside. Mad love for the real supporters. All them men that are chatting shit about me don't support me anyway. They don't follow me. So and Bradley, it is who you think it is. And yeah, man, they don't support man anyway, so it makes no difference to my day. So big up everyone inside. Mad love as usual. Make sure you follow Louis as usual, bruv. What you got coming up as well? Make sure you plug that here, bro.
So Gazzetta is on the way back as soon as all this is done. That's it. I'm making it look sexy. You know, I've got to get a coffee table in here, get the newspapers. I'm going to get them delivered to my reception every day. Like there's big boy movements down here now. Might have some on the roof in front of Wembley. And yeah, stuff, Imperial Wharf on the way back. And then soon, I can't say what it is yet because someone will steal it because it's actually that good of an idea. I've got a new thing coming as of November, which Rants knows all about. Which is going to be sick. So obviously just make sure you subscribe to the channel. And yeah, Gazette will be there every morning soon. And then just follow me on my Twitter and stuff and you'll know about it. But
absolutely, yeah. So keep an
man.
eye on everything that Louis is doing, man. Some good stuff. Obviously, the link to his channel is in the bio. So make sure you follow that if you haven't.
Appreciate
Do you know what I mean? And yeah, I might see you guys later on for another show still. You know them ones I might do. But nah, man, big up everyone that stayed all the way through. There've been loads of you, man. Do you know what I mean? And no, I'm not fighting anyone. Like, honestly, I'm smarter than these guys. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm smarter than these guys, bro. Like, I've worked way, way, way too hard to actually get what I have. I never had no family in the game. No one gave me anything. I've built my thing from the bottom, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? On my Jack Jones, bro. You know, like that. My personality has got me to where I am now, innit? And who I am. So yeah, bro, man don't need to fight no one, bro. Like I'm bigger and better than these people. I don't even need to be giving it too much of that. Do you know what I mean? I'll say what I need to say when it's the right time to say it. Do you know what I mean? And that will be the end of that. Do you know what I'm saying? And all these dickheads with their little fake Avi accounts and all these other things. Fuck them, innit? It just is what it is. So yeah, man. The game is the game. You guys will see what I'll go on very soon anyway. Big up for the love and the support. And yeah, man. As I said, I'm wearing a camel for a reason, bruv, because we're just getting started, man. Peace.